Hi, I'm Blaine Davies. Late last winter, I traversed the Panama Canal, and it inspired me to learn more about how the canal was actually built. At the turn of the 20th century, Teddy Roosevelt and the United States tackled what is to this day one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history. In doing so, the Americans built the canal the French started but failed to complete. The United States constructed an aquatic path that connected the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans across the newly created nation of Panama. To do it, the Americans conquered disease, moved massive amounts of earth, built an ingenious system of locks, and even created a massive artificial lake. To even start the canal, the Americans supported a coup that created the independent nation of Panama. The new Panamanian government quickly approved a treaty that granted permission for the Americans to build the canal after the Colombian government stalled, hoping for better terms. Beginning with the French attempt in the late 19th century, we will discuss step by step how the canal was financed, engineered, and built. Please join me Monday, August 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Together, we will relive the dramatic events that made the canal a reality, as well as more recent events that expanded the canal to accommodate larger ships and turned control of the canal over to the Panamanian government.
Hello, everyone. George Gershwin was an extraordinary musical comet whose light included unique blendings of jazz, popular song, and modern orchestral masterpieces. Class 623 on Friday, August 19th from 3 to 4 p.m. is dedicated to celebrating his unique gifts. A very special hour for you. I hope you can make it. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. It's Julia Pfister, and I would like to invite you to join me at the Point Loma Library on Wednesday, August 17th at 1 p.m. for a lecture on symbols in art. And yes, we are live at the library again. So this lecture takes a look at how the hidden symbols in artwork, such as numbers and colors and animals, really change how we look at art after we know about them. So again, I hope you can join me Wednesday, August 17th at the Point Loma Library at 1 o'clock. Thank you.
When Shakespeare died, he was not England's most popular playwright, but within 100 years after his death, he would become very popular. And this caused an interesting thing. There was a man who wanted to collect William Shakespeare's signature, and his son, William Henry Ireland, wanted to help. This caused him to plagiarize William Shakespeare's signature and eventually write an entire play in Shakespeare's handwriting. He fooled a lot of important people. Join me to find out what this interesting part of history tells you about Shakespeare and how one son wanted to please his father.
It's no longer possible to ignore diabetes or the financial impact it's having on individuals and the national economy. You know, among those of us who are old enough to join Oasis, more than half of us has either diabetes or prediabetes. My name is Dr. Phil Goshenski. And on Tuesday, August 16th at 1 p.m. at the Oasis Grossmont Center, I'll explain why we are being overwhelmed by a disease that is almost 100% preventable. I'll talk about the different kinds of diabetes. You know, it's not just type 1 or type 2 anymore. And I'll explain what causes diabetes, and most importantly, what you can do to either avoid it completely or to greatly lower the risk of developing a complication such as blindness or kidney failure, even if you have already been diagnosed with either diabetes or prediabetes. Hope to see you next Tuesday, October 16th.
I would like to invite you to my class next week on ethnicity, sainthood, and identity in the United States. First of all, let me say that this is not a course about religion per se. It is about the influence of saints on national identity. And all through the centuries, they have been, in many countries, the importance of a saint figure that sort of consolidates a sense of national identity. There are a number of books that talk about this: Saints and Society, A Saint of Our Own, and my own book on women, sainthood, and power. So we will go over that and look at how US identity has had to do with saints. And of course, even though they were Catholics in what is the US now for several centuries, most of the saints we have are from the immigration groups from the 19th and earlier 20th century. So it's interesting, while at the same time, there's an effort to canonize some African Americans, and there is a Native American woman who was canonized a few years ago. So there are different ethnicities and different ways in which saints have served to agglutinate the sense of identity for US citizens.
Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Bolland, inviting you to join me this coming Friday and every Friday for Friday Reflections here at San Diego Oasis through the magic of our Zoom machines. Let's scratch down below the surface of our ordinary lives for hidden treasure, and let's root back into the world's wisdom traditions for tools that we can wield to build a path out of this craziness toward our best life. That's what we do every Friday at Friday Reflections. See you there.